It's easy to get comfortable with your editing style and knowledge, but there's always room to grow and improve your edits by learning new skills. Here are 5 advanced editing techniques for Adobe Premiere Pro. Proxies are smaller files that take the place of your source files and allow your computer to work faster. If you want to create the proxies up front, go to your ingest settings in the New Project window or click the wrench in your Media Browser window, then choose to create proxies. Set your format and the destination folder, and everything you bring in will then automatically be converted in Adobe Media Encoder. To create proxies after you've imported the media, simply right or control click on the files you've imported, then select Proxy, Create Proxies. Choose your file settings and set your destination folder, then Media Encoder will start creating the new proxy files. To see your proxies in the timeline, add the Toggle Proxies button below the program window by clicking the plus sign to bring up the icon and placing it in your window. Turning it on will show all created proxies in the timeline. Off goes back to the full resolution files. Utilize the multi-camera editing feature by putting all the files into a new folder in your project panel, then right-clicking on the folder and selecting Create Multi-Camera Source Sequence. Sync clips together either by their in and out points, time codes, or audio waveforms. If you choose audio for syncing, you'll need to select the audio sequence settings. You can opt to use a single camera's audio, mix them together, or use each selected angle's audio separately. Create a target sequence, open it, then enable multi-camera editing by adding the icon to your source window. From here, play the video and, in real time, click on the angle you want to use or switch between them using the number keys for each angle. This will put everything in the timeline according to how you selected it during playback. Make sure to perform any edits with the Rolling Edit tool. You can quickly change each clip to a different angle by clicking on it, then pressing a different camera angle's number. Blur faces or license plates, make fly-through or invisible transitions, replace screens, or rotoscope entire objects in your frame with moving or tracked masks. To track a mask, create one around the object you want to track using the opacity controls for either the clip or an effect. The track can be done using just the position and the rotation, or the position, scale, and rotation. Then find the arrow buttons on the right of that track and track forward or backward if you're at the end of the clip. Premiere will then move the mask as well as it can to follow the object, creating keyframes on each frame. Go through and adjust any or all keyframes that are out of place by moving the mask where you want it. If you end up moving the mask on every frame, you're rotoscoping. Source patching tells Premiere where to patch the clip into the timeline when using insert and overwrite edits. In the timeline, the far left sets of V and A letters are for source patching. They can be on, off, or silent. When on, whichever layer is selected is the one that receives the audio or video track when the edit is made. When off, nothing is brought down, and when on silent, done by Alt or Option clicking, a black border will appear around the button. A gap will then appear on the track that's the same duration as the source you've selected. Track targeting is similar to source patching, but this instead works for copy and paste, match frame, or navigation commands with the arrow keys. These track targets are located next to the source patching numbers in the timeline, and you can select as many or as few as you want. Whichever layer is targeted will receive the clip. If multiple layers are selected, copy, paste, and navigation controls will default to the lowest number layer, whether it's audio or video. For match frame, the highest numbered layer gets priority. Some edits require you to move a lot of B-roll down into the timeline, and if you're editing to music, that means getting the timing right as well as trimming the clips to fit. This can be achieved with sequence automation. Place your song on the audio layer you want, click outside the song in the timeline, then play it back. As it plays, hit the M key and create a marker everywhere you want a new clip to come in. When you're done, go to your clip bin, select the bin or files you want to use, then go up to Clip, Automate to Sequence. A new dialog box will pop up with the options, allowing you to choose what order to lay the clips on the timeline in. You can sort them within the bin or arrange the thumbnails and then use that order. Set your clips in and out points, then use the unnumbered markers you made for the clip placements. Add them to the timeline with overwrite edits and include audio if you prefer. Hit OK and watch the clips appear magically on your timeline. Adding as many advanced editing techniques to your skill set as you can not only makes you a faster and more efficient editor, but also a more complete editor. You'll be able to create stories with much more ease, freeing you up to be more creative in your projects. So what do you think? What are some of your favorite advanced editing techniques? Share them with us in the comments below. And if you like this video, Check out our timeline tips video here and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more tutorials. You can also read the Pond5 blog for an in-depth companion piece, as well as other filmmaking tips and tricks. And as always, head over to pond5.com to get millions of video clips and other assets to use in your next project.